unknown to me. So I just picture over there something and start letting the wind drive my whispers into it. Probably because of the trees and the fact that I cannot see clearly what's happening over there. I don't manage to get into his mind completely, but enough to cause his brain to burst into pieces from the inside out.
Splatter.
Aku is
Yes.
still staring at his fist and looking at the goblin, very, very confused.
Yeah, he just sees practically the goblin suddenly grabbing his head, saying,
Hey,
"Stop! Stop! I don't want to run away!" and dies.
Okay,
I
Thorson's
gotta go
gonna.
AFK for minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Right.
Okay.
and accidentally I had exited out of OBS, which is what I'm using to stream, and so for those who are joining or watching this on YouTube, our characters have made it through the Triboard Trail and have reached some goblins, and we have captured, or they're attempted to capture one. So that's where we're at right now. A couple
Alright,
dead
well,
horses.
Aku will search the bodies while the allies interrogate the goblin.
All right, so which body do you want to search?
Both the goblins here.
Okay, so the first goblin you are going to find. You're actually able to pick up its longbow. Short bow. Short bow. Short bow.
Any arrows? You said there were black arrows?
Yep, and actually there are 10 arrows. Black
Okay.
arrows. Yep, made out of raven feathers.
So the goblin is just unconscious. Does he need medical stabilization, or is he?
Let's leave that up to the fate of the dice. I'm going to say anything under 50, he is dying and needs stabilization. Oops.
Rolling a D1.
I know. Alright, he does not need stabilization.
Okay.
It.
Does anybody?
so he doesn't need stabilization.
No,
Right.
it's perfectly fine. I'm actually gonna say, okay, guys. Seems everything is fine now. I'm gonna go back, take care of the wagon.
Okay.
How
Probably
about
move it.
you bring the wagon closer?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna take.
Okay.
Gonna
Alright.
bring it closer.
We're on the
So-
same page.
So before the wagon comes closer, I'm going to roll for loot again for Aiku. And let's see, you find 6 gold pieces.
Woohoo!
Sugar, you want to loot this guy while he's unconscious?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna wait for you to put your hand in his trousers and take a picture, so I have blackmail later.
You find a vial of antitoxin. So you have advantage
Alright.
to saving throws against poison for 1 hour.
Okay.
you
All right,
can
word.
have it. I've already got that.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the goblin then,
Okay,
if I can.
I'm sure you can. He's got to be like what, 60 pounds?
Yeah. Let's search this last goblin here.
Go ahead, IQ.
You find 5 silver pieces
Okay.
in a small brown pouch.
What's in the pouch?
What is in the pouch?
The silver
A bomb.
pieces.
Oh, the 5. Okay. All right. I
Yeah,
will.
bomb.
IQ goes back, leaves them to interrogate the goblin, and goes back to the pouch here.
Okay, Jarb. Where do you want the wagon? I'll give you complete control over that.
Near enough the other horses, like behind me in
Okay.
this place. Yeah, like that. Just like that.
Just like that.
There you go.
Something like that. Alright. Now, just kind of metagaming, just a little bit. I did introduce you guys backstories into the module. So, I have to kind of change things up from what is written in the module. So, I am ready for your interrogation.
Before we start interrogation, I want to go to the wagon, get rope, and come back and at least tie this asshole up.
I have rope with me. We can just use mine.
Oh, go ahead. Tie him up. Use the
I'm
double
gonna go
overhand
ahead.
square knot.
Iku
I will
has...
do.
oops.
I was gonna say I pull the rope out of my backpack and I bind his hands using a double or a square knot with 2 overhand safeties. Is that what you're saying, or double square knot?
That'll work. Could have went with the Siberian hitch knot. Whatever works.
And then I'll wrap that around his feet too, and bind him up.
Perfect.
Everybody get the money from IQ and mark it down.
Yeah, make sure you're making notes.
Let's see.
Aiku goes up to Thorson and offers him the bow and arrows.
And he is AFK.
Oh, he's FK. So when Aiku, realizing that Thorson is staring off into the wild, goes back to the pouch.
Goes back to.
Sorry, I'm back.
So are we gonna drag the goblin out of the woods, or is he just?
And as soon you are putting your hand inside the pouch, you see Thorson turning around you.
Thorson, you back?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Did you mark down IQ gave everybody 1 gold, 3 silver, and he offered you a short bow?
No, I did not mark that down yet. 1 gold, 3 silver, and I get a short bow, huh?
Well, there's a short bow and 10 arrows that our mute friend is offering you, should you choose to accept.
Oh, hold on a second.
If you
would I
like
rather
goblin
have
bows.
Well, I need to decide would I rather have a short bow or a crossbow, and I think I'd rather have a crossbow, but let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather stick to my crossbow.
Okay.
And
These arrows are black, have black feathers on them, just in case you want some customization with anything.
As I'm standing over the dead horses, is there? No, I guess there wouldn't be. There wouldn't be drag marks like if somebody was pulled away because it rained last night. So that would, and these horses have been here for 3 days.
You can actually roll. I think it's going to be survival.
Survival to tell.
Yep, a survival check. You're attempting to figure out if anything was dragged in through the woods or up through the trail.
Yeah, I'd like to know what's going on before we question somebody who's probably going to lie to us.
Okay. And you rolled it already. Okay, you have, where you're standing right now, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary except for footmarks, which most definitely have come from the goblins. And it seems like, from what you see, is that their tracks lead northeast. Northeast.
Northeast.
That goblin in particular.
Okay. Is there anything in the... Can I pick up this map case?
You can pick up the map case. And again, it has an engraving of Gundren Rockseeker's name, and it says property of Gundren Rockseeker.
Is there a weight on that?
Yes, actually. It's going to be a quarter of a pound. So 0.25. Okay, so you drag. Okay, so you drag the guy to the wagon.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie his arms behind his back with some rope.
I think I already did that.
Yeah, he already
Did you?
did that.
Oh, okay.
So he's double bound.
All right, whatever.
So we already moved him back. Where's the goblin moved to?
He's
the
in the
back of
wagon now.
All right. I'll just go ahead and say that I helped carry him over there. Is he still unconscious, or did he like wake up from being carried everywhere?
The goblin actually is starting to wake up, and his big yellow eyes open.
Aiku is going to attempt to move these horses.
And it looks at Thorson. He's laying on. I would say he's laying on his back.
I tell Aiku, let's move just this one over here. And I point to this one.
Aiku comes over.
Should
to
be
help.
should be enough to clear the road.
All right.
The road's a little slick, so it should be easier to kind of move the horse. Yeah, most definitely, you're able to move the horse off the trail.
Yeah.
If that's enough room to maneuver, we'll be fine. Then we'll let them interrogate.
Yeah.
Alright, so the goblin is laying on his back, bound and tied. His eyes are starting to open up. His big yellow eyes are looking back and forth frantically at Thorson and Jard and Sigurd and Flint.
I appear on
Hey!
everybody's shoulder.
Shut. I lean over. I'm gonna whisper in Jarb's ear. You are scariest looking son of bitch I ever seen. Maybe you ask him the questions.
Does he even understand our language?
Do you speak Goblin?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I
better
don't
yet
speak-
then.
I look over at Aiku. Hey, Aiku, you speak Goblin?
Aiku just stares back.
Guess not.
Hey,
Sergor asked, "Do we have that map that was in the bag?"
Aiku nods.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, "Aiku, can you give me the map?" And then I'm going to attempt to intimidate the goblin, and then show him the map, and point to the. I'm gonna point to the bag, the satchel.
Unfortunately,
I can try and.
Unfortunately, when Thorson, I believe it was Thorson that looked at the map case at first, it was empty.
Oh, the map case is empty?
Yes, it did not contain. It did not contain the map.
yeah, there's no map. It's an empty map case.
Okay,
I was gonna go ahead and. I was gonna try and see by intimidation if I could make him get the connection between, like, map and where the person with the map is.
Gotcha.
So you're just gonna yell at him and beat him with a map case.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You guys know.
Intimidate him.
I was
Pain is
going to
scary.
try to speak him in Draconic, like.
Or we could do that. I'm fine with that.
That works.
I'm going to translate that into Goblin to this guy. I'm going to tell him, He says you look delicious.
The goblin actually speaks in common. It understands that
God
you
damn it.
all are.
So he thinks we're all retarded now.
He says, I understand your language. If you
All
want
right,
to,
now I'm gonna intimidate the fuck out of him.
Cut off
as
one of
you-
his fingers.
and as you interrupt the goblin, you attempt to intimidate him. How?
I'm actually gonna breathe a little bit of cold breath on top of him, hinting that it's gonna be a pretty nasty death.
Haiku walks slowly away. He's a little uncomfortable with this.
I'm going to bring out my tattered orc banner, which is a piece of torn orc batter from combat, and
Nice.
let's see. I'm gonna pull out my rank insignia from when I was a low-level officer in the Lord's Alliance. And then the way I'm going to intimidate him is I'm going to tell him, not only have I killed thousands of goblins like you before, I know exactly what I can do to make your life worse than what it was before.
Okay. Can anyone answer me? Since he's rolling an intimidation check, which he will be in a minute, it'll be contested against what? Wisdom or intelligence?
It's charisma.
Wisdom. It's charisma versus wisdom.
Charisma
Okay.
versus wisdom. Okay.
Let me do the intimidation. I think I can handle that. Or persuasion.
We could play good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. I'm
I'd rather-
trying to persuade him, and you're trying to intimidate him.
I'd rather play bad cop, crazy cop. If he doesn't answer what you say, I'm gonna cut off his finger.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll for intimidation then, which is one of my feats.
All right. And despite the goblin being tied up, it doesn't look afraid at all.
Wow.
Do I get to persuade him?
Can someone lend me their knife?
Hey, let us not get excessive here. Surely we can get this goblin to tell us where he take men on horses.
Pretty sure the goblin just laughed in
I'm
my
gonna
face.
talk to the goblin, and I'm gonna say, "Look, little fellow, we only want to know where you took everyone that was with the other caravan or wagon. Just let us know."
There was two
We-
guys
we-
on the horses.
Oh, well, whatever. Just let us know. We promised you a good deal. Trying to persuade him.
A good deal? You have nothing to offer me.
Your life, perhaps.
We can't offer you to keep your fingers.
Your freedom. Your life.
Persuasion against what? Charisma? I mean, wisdom?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what is it that you are planning to do with me?
You don't want to know, little fellow. Just let us know the information I ask you about our other friends, and we may have something better for you.
I tell you what, I'll tell you something, but you got to let me go.
I just keep staring at him, like, okay, talk.
North, northeast. Northeast is got to kill Clark. He's a bugbear. He is holding a certain somebody you're searching for. If you kill the bugbear, it sets me free. You will find, either way, the person you are looking for.
So are we gonna keep this guy with us then until we get to the bugbear?
We're gonna kill him.
I think we should take him with us.
I think he should die.
That's not very nice.
I would motion to the arrow sticking out of my leg and say, "Nice, huh? Nice."
IQ walks up and looks at the group and shakes his head.
Let's do this. We're gonna keep him around until we find out if he's telling the truth. What do you say?
IQ nods.
You
I
gentlemen
mean,
are too
he probably
soft on
is.
the enemy.
He's probably telling the truth because I cannot persuade him.
I don't care if he's telling the truth. He just tried to kill us.
Oh, at the very least, we should definitely keep him alive long enough for him to lead us to wherever this hideout that he's talking about. This Clark fellow. And then and then his, and then after he's gone that far, his well-being is going to depend on like what Clark thinks of him if we don't defeat Clark. So like he'll have all the incentive in the world to help us out.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Did you say Clark?
Clark, you said Clark. There's some dude named Clark.
A bugbear
The
named
How
Clark.
do you spell Clark?
CLARK.
KLARGG.
Double G. Clark. Yeah,
That's
Clark.
right. Yep. So what do you say, fellas?
So
Gonna let me go?
No, little boy. We're gonna let you lead us to this Clark fellow.
Well, you gotta let me go first.
Hey, how
I
about-
say we tie him to the front of the wagon.
It sounds good to
Like
me.
Mad Max. Like Mad Max.
Did I tell you no more then? If you let me free, I tell you all.
IQ walks up and looks at the goblin and just stares at him.
He stares back at you, and then he has a big grin, and you see his teeth. Big sharp teeth, yellow, nasty.
IQ motions to the goblin like more.
That's me, girl.
I'm gonna start tying a noose with my rope.
Look at you.
I'm gonna say tie a rope to his hands. Let his feet go free, and move
Yeah,
ahead.
he can. He
So
can
he
walk. He
can-
can walk, but he needs to be tied up on a leash.
Yeah, to guide us.
That's cool.
So
We'll
you-
just like
let me-
frog march him up ahead of us.
Let me get this straight. You want to send someone who is known to have allies in these woods, knows these woods like the back of his hand, like out in front of us, so he can alert people that we're coming?
We have
Yeah,
him on a
well,
leash.
he's not gonna be like very far in front of us. He's gonna be like on a 10-foot leash right in front of the wagon.
Like a legit
And I'm
leash,
gonna have a crossbow. I'm gonna have a crossbow aimed right at his back.
He screams, everyone knows where we are, we die.
I
so we
think
only
he'll
know
know better
about.
than to scream because he'll be the first one to die.
So he told us about Clark.
Yeah.
I mean,
He told us
we
about
haven't really
Clark.
tried any. We haven't really tried any more interrogation other than.
all of a sudden, the goblin kind of convulses, and its eyes look kind of panicked, and is coughing up greenish-looking blood. And as it's doing so, it starts to slip unconscious, spasming out the back of the wagon.
Wait, well, it's that's happening. I'm gonna say, okay, little goblin, help us out. I'm gonna help you out. You help us out. Gonna
Doesn't
cast
seem like he's responding.
Cure Wounds.
He's shaking uncontrollably.
Is he willing though?
Aiku motions to him like,
It's a creature you touch. Doesn't have to be willing to.
It says target willing creature.
Yeah. Well, is he willing to be healed, or is he gonna like just die?
Well, it's
I mean,
actually
he's-
something uncontrollable because he was still at 0 hit points.
Right.
He was slipping into death. But actually, if you want to make sure he's healed, he can be healed, or it can be healed.
Yeah, that's why I'm casting Cure Wounds on him, so he won't die on
Well-
us.
Alright. So the goblin stops its spasming after like maybe 10 minutes. Starts to breathe
Awesome.
steadily, and it opens up his eyes again. So what's happened? You're still here? I told you, let me free.
I just saved your life, little goblin.
My life
Just-
is nothing.
Just help us out, and we will help you out. All right?
Persuade.
Persuade? Okay.
Damn, look at this like silver-tongued dragon here.
I'm silver.
Blowing people
or
up from
something.
like 50 people away.
Yeah, if we're not killing him, I'm going with Aiku.
Fine. Okay, what do you want the goblin to do?
We
Yeah,
want him to
just-
lead us to this hideout.
Yeah.
Alright. And his legs and feet are not tied up.
Just his.
Yeah, we're gonna keep
let-
it. Keep his arms tied up.
Okay.
just his legs free up and.
If you
We
guys
are
can...
agree.
Oops.
Can you ask him if there's any traps along the path before we go?
Well, if we make him walk out in front, he'll find the traps.
Yeah, he knows where they are. He'll avoid them.
Yeah, he'll avoid them, and by avoiding them, he'll alert us to where they are. Right?
You're hoping he could just sidestep it and you fall into it.
Yeah, and if we have him leading bounded, if someone sees him from a distance,
I guess I told him to help us out really persuasively, so I think he's gonna help us out, and he's gonna be happy to be free after we let him go. So
So what I'll have you all do is put your tokens right up here.
Before we do this, can I roll a hit dice to regain lost health, or do I need to throw a healing spell?
you have to complete a short rest for that, I think.
Okay.
Long rest is for...
Yeah, you want.
It'll be a long rest for the hit points regain by rolling a hit die. And a short rest is you get all your spell points back if you have spell slots.
Okay.
Now, I would say the time is the time that has passed. Let's see, I'm going to say it's noontime, so half a day has passed. All of you have rations.
Okay.
You can
Yeah.
choose to use half of your rations or use them all.
Aiku will eat a full ration.
I actually don't have
Yeah, if
rations.
If it's only noon, if it's only noon, we got half the day left. Why don't we go ahead and use this spell to heal yourself up, and we'll take a short rest so you can get that back, and then we can move on with this goblin.
Doesn't short rest have one hit die? You can use one hit die, right? Or not? Am I wrong on that?
I don't know.
I believe it's long rest. I'll double check just to verify.
Page 186, short rest.
Yep, one or more hit dice.
Yep.
A long rest, you get all the hit points back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In short rest, you use
Gotcha.
hit
Thank you
dice.
guys. Appreciate that.
Sorry.
So go ahead and roll a hit die if you choose.
I don't choose to do that.
And just 1 hour, so it'll make it 1 o'clock. I don't know how they really do
Alright.
time in Forgotten Realms, but that works, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They have 10 days instead of weeks, but otherwise it's the same.
Yep. They call it the 10-day. Perfect. There you go. All right. So now a short time has passed. The goblin is looking a lot better. He says, "Okay. What do you want me to do?"
You lead way. Show us where traps are. We get to Clark's hideout, and then maybe we let go.
No. We will let him go once we reach that. I mean, he surely knows he will certainly be dead if he tries to face us again.
Fair enough.
Okay, little fellow, lead the way.
You guys don't mind if I just remove these horses for now?
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
then, no problem.
There are horses there, but I just want to get rid of them. Alright. Alright, so you have come to a dense thicket off to the side of the road, the left-hand side of the road, and the goblin has led you to a very thick part of the forest. And unfortunately, the wagon is unable to maneuver through this terrain.
Okay. Can we well, let's ask the guy how much farther we need to go. Like, we're off the road at this point, right?
You're off the road, yeah, just about
Okay.
40 feet off the road.
Can we just hide the wagon, like cover it with
Yeah, that's
branches and shit?
That's what I was thinking. We can hide the wagon here and
Cover it in
keep
the
going
bear
on
tent.
foot.
Well, Thorson, they're your supplies. I mean, your call. But
No, it should be fine for off the road in the thicket, hidden under a bunch of branches and stuff. I mean, we're only going to be gone a couple hours.
Hopefully.
Do you have any gear in there that we could utilize on our small trip?
Well, they said there was like some. Do you think we're gonna need shovels and picks and stuff, or?
I don't think so. Maybe rope. Ask the
Well,
goblin. Is it a cave or what are we headed towards? No.
What is this hideout? Is it cave? Is it castle? Is it tree fort?
Goblin tree fort. That sounds awesome.
You ask so many questions. You really must know. You're in for a big treat. My kind will not accept you. Do you really want to know where you're going?
Well, of course we really want to know.
Well, if you really must know, well, you're going to enter a cave of my kind. There's at least 20 of us. Surely you will die once you enter. It makes no difference if I lead you or not. Like again I said, my life does not matter.
Well, since it make no difference, and is cave, we bring rope and maybe shovel and pickaxe.
But if you can defeat Clark,
Eh,
if you can
leave
defeat...
Clark. If we can defeat Clark, can we be leader of tribe?
Oh, maybe, maybe Yeg will consider that.
Who is Yeg?
Oh, he is the hobgoblin. He is the master of all of us. Until Clark came. Nasty bugbear.
So Yeg does not like this Clark, does he?
No. He came from far away. Said he was under strict orders. Oh, I told too much. Darn it.
Wait, little. Uh, I don't know. I'm thinking he may be very helpful if we let him advise the others to not attack us, and we are planning to, let's say, deal with Clark so they cannot have to deal with him anymore. Maybe the goblins will join our side.
Why are you so interested in finding us anyway?
Because he has our friend. Our
Yes.
friends.
Is not the fighting we are interested in. It is the finding of our friend.
Oh, your friend? Who is this friend you seek?
The dwarf and the man who are riding these horses, who had this case.
The goblin actually stays quiet. I must lead you the way.
You okay, Bailey? Can I help? Huh?
I ask the goblin. Well, before we start entering enemy terrain, can you draw us roughly um, how the area is?
I'm not trying to annoy you.
The area.
Yeah,
You,
like,
you
do
must
you
be.
remember how? Do you remember how the cave is, where everything is? Maybe you can draw it for us.
I can tell you from the city. If you unbind me, I will tell you. I will show you everything. Where,
Yes, the unbinding is not going to be part of the plan.
well, then you must let me free then.
I don't know.
You,
I think we should let Jarb take this one. I think maybe we should let him unbind him if he's gonna make us a map. Kind of want to know what we're going into.
You will really.
Okay, does anybody have paper and something for him to doodle with?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me check my character
I
sheet.
have a quill and some.
Haiku steps forward and produces his loose leaf book. He turns it to the last page and produces a quill. I don't have a quill. I take Jarbo's quill.
What do you write with that book then? You write with your own duty?
Apparently, I forgot to buy a quill before I left.
I bet there's one in the back of the wagon you can probably pick up
Yeah,
I
because
have
it's very
one.
necessary to you.
yeah.
I give him mine. I give him my quill.
Awesome. I will take a quill.
You can keep it.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and undo his bindings.
Sounds terrible.
As you are all looking around for paper and quill, you notice a goblin kind of looking at the tree line, and it raises its head up, and it begins yowling and screaming, very loud, echoing throughout the forest.
Club it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the goblin with my crossbow.
It turns around
The fir-
and it hisses at you.
Uh, does if the goblin's tied up, is that like advantage on that attack, or do I just roll a regular attack?
And most definitely it does attack. It does hit. Complete advantage. As you
Okay.
know, the goblin had said, it matters not about his life.
Oh shit. Oh, is his AC better than 9? Because it looks like that's a miss.
Is AC better than 12?
Well, I actually just whispering his. Oh no, I can't. I used all my spells at this moment, so
So the
Didn't you get one back when we had a rest?
There's the
Surger
whack.
just stabs him and he's
no, I
dead.
can't.
The goblin is dead.
I search his pockets for anything interesting.
Aiku
Did we already
runs.
search his pockets when he
Yeah,
was
we did.
Oh, okay. Well, then I spit on his dead corpse.
Aiku runs towards the edge, see if he can hear or see anything.
Edge
Let's
of
see.
where?
With wherever he was looking.
Okay.
Yeah, and
The
the
tree line.
Hey, did we already get the wagon off the road?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we already.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hiding it. We've hidden it, I should say.
And let's just see how hidden it is. I'm gonna roll a D100.
All right. Can I make a stealth?
Yeah.
Hold on. You're gonna make a stealth roll to see how stealth the wagon is.
He's the
works.
rogue.
Roll
Yeah.
Okay.
D100, and we'll say anything under that result will mean it's well hidden.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna roll. I don't understand what I'm rolling. A D100.
So you're rolling a D100,
Yeah.
and whatever number you get, if it rolls less than that, the DM rolls less than that, then it's hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna
Do
signify.
I-
That's just gonna signify everything. You know, the woods,
Okay.
the atmosphere. You know how well it's hidden in the woods.
All right. Well,
Whoa.
that's my roll.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
It's hidden.
it's hidden.
That wagon is a
Very
Klingon
well.
bird of prey. Okay, that's all you need to know.
Klingon
It
bird
has
of prey.
stealth in one of the
It's-
horses.
It just it like flat.
There's
It's a
like
tree.
yeah, we got like the horses painted up like little shrubs with like leaves braided into their manes and tails and shit.
What do you guys want to do?
All
right.
Aiku wants to walk towards the sound of towards wherever the goblin was looking.
Yeah, he was looking up in the trees. Can we like is there something up there? Is he got is
You see many tall trees, but you do not see anything.
Is it an
Okay.
incline or is it a flat piece of land?
It's a flat piece of land.
Aiku's just gonna walk deeper into the forest.
Let's go.
And there are
Yeah,
areas. There are areas where there is kind of open. You can see it on the map. Like around here, it's open. It's open until you hit the trees.
Are we gonna go ahead and start pushing that way, or are you guys gonna come back?
well we're following the path the goblin was leading us along, aren't we?
Yep. It looks like he was looking up this way.
All right.
Did we take any gear from the wagon?
Just some rope. This is all I wanted.
All right, let's hit it then.
You guys need a little bathroom break or anything?
Nope.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
If
Yeah,
he's
I'm
going,
gonna
I'm
grab a
going.
beer then. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, I'll be right back.
Right back then.
Yeah, I'm worried when we get back. Are we gonna be able to find the wagon?
I know. I was about to ask that. Like, should I mark it on a map?
It's like we hit it so well we can't find it where we put it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was literally cloaked. It was literally cloaked.
Yeah, that's like
Okay, I'm back.
Entices.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, for the sign language stuff, if any of the characters want to, I could like spend some of the long rests teaching them a little bit of the language over time.
Yeah, that
Because there's a mechanic for like teaching languages described somewhere in PHP. I don't remember where, but
all right. Let's look it up. See if the index for this book is any good.
training, I think.
Languages 17, 123, and 125. Probably one of the later ones. 123. List languages. 25. Nope.
maybe in the DM guide.
See, the problem is the index in this book is shit.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I weep at all of the like awesome stuff that they used to do like back in fourth edition that they just threw in the garbage because reasons.
I'll check the DM guide. Hold on. I'm sure I can create something.
Yeah.
Homebrew. I'm all up for that.
Yeah, pretty much templates are there
See,
for.
downtime activity.
Yeah, that might be it.
Downtime activities. Let's see what's in there.
Training, page 187. You can spend time between adventures learning a new language or training with a set of tools. Your DM might allow additional training options.
Yeah.
First, you have to find an instructor willing to teach you. The DM determines how long it takes, whether one more. Training costs lasts for 250 days and costs 1 gold per day. So, like, you could homebrew based off those rules. And we
Okay, so all right. So like after we've adventured together for a year, maybe you can teach us your sign language.
Yeah, but I mean, I would think we could do it in progression. So, like, maybe after a week or 2 weeks, I could teach you like the letters of the alphabet, and then be able to spell out some words, and then over time.
All right.
Yeah, that was my thinking on it.
Where did your character learn his sign language? Is it only to him, or is it a universal knowledge type of thing?
So this I didn't really push too hard. I think in my backstory, it's his family and him devised it, and then when he went to go train with the monks, his master expanded it, and they actually made like a full language that it's essentially common. It's not like Thieves' Con has like secret signals, but this is just common. And he's taught other people over time. Like all the monks in his monastery knew how to speak it or sign it, so to speak. So the idea is that but it depends on the world. So.
What?
Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sound off. Aiku.
1, 2. Flint.
Thorson.
You go for a run?
What's up?
You go for a run?
Yeah, we're all here.
Okay.
The trailer is up now. Yes.
Oh, it's dope. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching it right now. I think I'll watch that later. All right. Guys ready?
I am ready.
All right, so we'll definitely work on the language part.
All right. We're just continuing along whatever path that goblin set us on originally.
All right, we got to be careful. Like, he might have been, it sounded like he was screaming to alert something, or like,
Or draw something near. Or to let him know we're coming. Also, this path could be trapped.
It probably is.
Well, this area kind of reveals a lot of tracks. You see some tracks here. And this looks like this might be a trail leading through the thickets.
mm-hmm.
Leading through the northwest. And judging by all the tracks, it has been used as a place to stage ambushes for quite some time.
Right.
So treading carefully is probably the best option.
So remove it like half speed then? Aiku slows his pace.
So
I just follow them. I'm like, oh, guys, just be careful. Just be careful.
Oh,
Keep an eye open on every tree, every branch, everything.
I thought everybody was on the same page as I was. I was like, why are these tokens not moving? There we go. This is where you're also supposed to be.
So along this path, you can see clearly defined areas of goblin footprints.
Yes. Around this area.
I'm gonna say we stick to the goblin footprint areas and not wander from the path.
I'm
Okay.
going to disagree.
Yeah. Do we want to maybe prod the ground ahead of us, or look for see if they got any pit snares or rope traps or anything that we might goblins in woods. They're like fucking Ewoks, except not as hairy.
Jumbo, jumbo.
uh, IQ goes up to this area, sees what he can see. Sees what he can see.
And this is what you see. You see a trail.
This one does not have goblin footprints, or does have goblin footprints?
Actually, according to the ground as visible, you do not see. You do not see any tracks.
But we do see tracks leading up in this direction.
Correct.
Um,
Haiku.
don't. IQ doesn't. Wasn't me.
Thorson.
IQ looks to the group and looks to either direction and shrugs his shoulders.
I say we follow the tracks.
I agree. We should
Why
follow
don't
the
we?
tracks.
Why don't we just split up into two groups?
Because that's dumb.
That's the last thing you do before you die.
because we've played Dungeons and Dragons before, and we know better than to split the party.
I think. All right, just listen to me here, guys.
Because
If
I
we
have
take-
watched a lot of horror movies.
So, who has a ranged weapon here?
Me.
I
So
do, and I
we-
show you my hand. I have a hand crossbow.
So we have three. We have three people with ranged weapons. How about we put a person here and here with ranged weapons, aiming down the path, and we have one person just walk up here or work right here, see if they can see anything, and right there and see if they can see anything. Just walk up a little bit, see if they can see anything from the two different paths. So that way we maintain visual contact, but we don't push ourselves so far out of the way that we're unable to assist each other.
Okay.
IQ nods.
Well, I'll hold this position where I'm at.
IQ looks back, waiting to see if anyone will cover him. IQ smiles and continues forward.
Nice.
I'm gonna cover you guys. Now stay here. If anything searches from either side, I'm gonna run to that side.
IQ looks. Is this? Are these two separate paths here? Here and here?
Well, unfortunately, the map, the world ends there.
Oh. So IQ runs into an invisible wall and then continues north.
Do I
Cool.
see
By
any
powers
traps
unseen.
or anything ahead of me? Any goblins? Any dangers?
I'm going to go ahead and yell at Aiku to stop going forward.
IQ holds position and backs up.
You do not see any traps of any sorts.
All
But you
right.
do see the trails winding northwards from Aiku.
I'm gonna walk to this bush here and kind of make sure I'm in at least some cover. Try and see if the two paths do connect.
I'll come forward to cover from where he's at.
IQ motions for Sergor to move up.
You hear a
Jarb,
couple.
are you going to come up with me, or are you going to go up with Thorson and Flint?
Going north. IQ points north.
I'm gonna follow.
Oh.
Follow
I
up.
say
I'm gonna follow up. I've seen IQ defend himself very well, so
So you're coming with Team Dick Path. All right.
So as Aiku moves forward, he noticed that his path that he's following splits off in two ways. One to the right, where he can visibly see Flint, and another one leading to his left.
Are there goblin tracks?
From what you see, you do not see any goblin tracks.
But are we correct that this right-hand path has goblin tracks going on it?
Go ahead and roll perception. Actually, visibly, you do not see any goblin tracks.
Okay.
This area here, you're starting to see a lot of roots and a lot of moss covering rocks. The path is becoming rocky.
Rocks mean caves. At least in my mind.
As you look closer, you do see a couple of footprints.
Couple footprints.
Yep.
All right, so we're on the right track.
I'm gonna head up this way, I guess.
And Aku also sees, just out of the corner of his eye, visibly, there's a kind of like a patch of mud, and there's a footprint over here.
Oh, IQ goes to investigate.
a footprint.
I said a footprint.
Well, one-legged hopping man.
gonna move up here, keeping an eye on everyone. Actually, at this moment, before everyone splits any further, I'm gonna give everyone an inspiration die.
Don't we already have inspiration die?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
already
I
have
already-
one.
Have 4 actually, so that's enough to give one to every one of you.
Oh, so I have 2 inspiration. Hold on, I gotta type this out.
This is that bard inspiration stuff.
Yeah.
It's because he's singing. What are you saying to us? Sing something.
Freebird.
No, I'm
What?
not singing. I'm
Play
playing.
some Skinner!
I play my cello to everyone a little bit. You get inspired by that.
IQ likes the pretty cello music.
Aiku,
Everyone gets at 1d6 on any roll they want to.
Aiku has spotted a pit trap before him, but the trap is not, like kind of open for everybody to see, but there's grass and sticks covering it, and it blends in very well with the foliage. And he is standing right on the edge of it, and it is possible he could fall.
IQ takes a step backwards and motions for Sergor to move up. And points to the ground and says, it points to the ground. And
What about the ground?
IQ takes his bow staff and kind of hits the ground where the spot is.
Just, moves away the grass and foliage to show
Yeah.
a big-ass hole.
Yeah, he kind of removes the covering of the pit trap.
All right. So I will draw you an object real fast. And do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. And you nearly pissed your pants. Actually, you did.
Aiku pissed his pants into the pit. That's what he did.
So the pit's visible.
Now it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we able to go around it? Or does it take up the whole path?
Yeah, it's actually about 4 feet next to the invisible wall.
Aiku kind of shuffles around it.
You can easily shuffle around it. Yep.
Sergor's going to do the same thing, but look back to Jarb to see if he can still maintain visual contact.
So I guess if I stay here, I can.
Move up to about.
You don't need to keep visual to contact with me for the inspiration die, though. You just have it now for 10 minutes.
No,
Okay.
He wants.
I mean,
How do you ping again?
Oh, just with a tool, put left and hold it down.
There it is. Okay.
Right. Thorson has lost sight of Aiku. But you can see Sergor.
Aiku. Back. Switch this way.
Thorson can see a little bit of Sergor in the distance from where he's at.
At this point, Aiku would like to try. Actually, I can't stealth because I'm not trained in it, can I?
You can still do it if you wanted to.
Yeah, Aiku's going to attempt to stealth. And he's going to use his inspiration die because he knows that that's pointless.
Inspiration die. Okay.
So that's 13 total.
13 stealth. Gotcha.
So that was my bard inspiration die. I still have the other one.
So now you're just creeping up along this trail. And your movement, I believe, is half.
Yeah.
When you're moving. Well, it doesn't matter really now because we're out of
combat.
There was one game I played as a one-shot where when there was a free movement period, the characters still had to move up to their speed if they were to declare any type of action or movement. But I'm not going to use it on this part here. Okay, so you're still moving?
Well, I've hit a black wall of fog.
Ah, now you see a set. What is it called? You see many tracks in the mud. Probably like I don't know, like 4 sets of footprints. The area has been well traveled and is leading east along the trees and the woods.
I am still stealthing. I might be able to rejoin.
I was gonna say, I also, I'm just gonna wander up, trying to stay into the foliage, but I can't see any further ahead of me to know.
Yeah.
That's already amazing. The Prime Minister just let himself be overruled by 2 morning radio dictators. Are they like the Supreme Court in New Zealand or something?
Is this okay?
Yeah, it would be nice if I just like revealed everything.
Like it's Okay. Aiku. Yeah.
Aiku motions for Sergor to join him.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I love the most there? The fact he felt qualified to weigh in on the Virgin
In the distance, you
Mary.
hear
The fact he confessed to theft and
barking
urination, or his admission that he
as if it
Over.
was coming from a canine.
This is the single
From which
greatest
direction?
political
Which
interview
direction?
of all
North.
time. I actually think the only time
North.
he might have lied
Yep.
North.
was asking
Northeast.
North.
Because of
Directly north
course,
from
So-
Sujor and
Due
Aiku.
north.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
so all right.
In the north.
I'm gonna motion for Thorson and
Recon?
Thorson and Jarb to come up to me.
Jarb.
I'm
Jarb.
gonna. Yeah, I'm here.
When
Can
you
you hear me?
stepped over here,
Oh.
Oh
you
Jesus!
you slipped over a rope or a tripwire of some sort. And now you are hanging up into the trees.
He gets
Oh.
no
high up
saving
is he?
throw.
most unpopular president in Mexico was still American President James K. Polk.
Yeah,
He doesn't get a saving throw against something like that.
Guy who took Texas from
They get a
D-
dexterity save?
DC 10 dexterity throw.
which is why
Then save or check.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I should say you have noticed a snare, and you're
You
about to
quickly
trigger
step
it.
out.
Yep, you quickly stepped out of that. Now you can go back to where you were.
Okay. Ooh. Saved by the
Aiku,
bell.
Aiku,
Yeah.
because I do have markings on this map, but you can't see it.
Okay.
Aiku, since your passive perception is 13, you have noticed another pit trap.
All right. I take out my quarter staff and I start removing the foliage around it so that people can more clearly see the pit trap.
Oh man.
So
It's kind of
Wow.
weird watching it.
now, do you all want to continue north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's continue.
I want to watch
We
the
should
mute
all-
guy poke around the ground with a stick like he's blind.
Yeah. Since they got dogs, we should maybe like send stealthy people at first.
Aiku nods in agreement.
Should we also try and the non-stealthy people, or should we try and cover ourselves in dirt, try and mask our scent? Because wouldn't dogs be keen to smells as opposed to sight?
I'm not covering my skulls with more.
Aiku laughs and just sits down on the ground and immediately starts covering himself with dirt.
Yeah, I'm not getting all dirty for that. Enemies want to come, they can come.
Am I off the map? Is that the end of the map?
You guys are still on that map, but I'm on another map. I actually
Oh.
did not set this one up. I did set it up, but I just didn't put the tokens in. And that's not hard to do. I got a token page as well, so just drag and drop. Oops.
You should send Thorson ahead first anyway. I mean, he's
Yeah,
got dark
first.
vision and he's stealthy, so.
That's true.
It's only take like 1 second, I promise.
1,000.
2 1,000.
I am very good at the stealth. Not as good as I am at the climbing, but I'm very good at the stealth.
Sitting atop a giant pile of bones.
What are you watching?
After all this, you would think Denmark
Last week tonight with John Oliver.
Oh.
But now, a different Danish
It's not me that's watching it, but I can tell that's what it is.
Yeah.
Do I? Is it super loud?
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Hold on.
It's not bothersome to me, but I can hear it.
That's better.
Alright. 1 second. Okay, I can just do this as I go along.
By the way, Raycon is the name of my clan, so I prefer to be called Jar. In character.
Okay. Aiku nods.
So Surgur, can you pronounce the name of your character, or is that right?
I'll go with Sir Or.
Sir.
Terrible.
Thank you guys for bearing with me so far.
It's all right. I'm gonna put a 45-minute warning on. I'm gonna want to be turning in by midnight.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Interesting.
All right.
It's all left.
And let's see. All right. So I'm gonna bring you guys in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, what are the distances on this thing?
Following the trail of the woods, you have come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream.
Okay.
Is there anything to our south?
That's where we came from.
That's where you came from.
Okay.
You actually came more like over here. And I would say the stream just winded east. So you didn't encounter the stream, obviously, in the woods.
So,
oops.
these are briars.
Should we move towards the cave?
If you,
IQ can't say that. IQ just looks around.
yeah, I was going to actually say you guys can position yourselves anywhere you want to start off with. Since I dragged you all on the map.
I'm going to find some cover in these bushes right here.
Actually, that side is impenetrable. It's very thick. These briars are kind of like what's it called? Steel wire.
Constantina wire?
Yeah, barbed wire, I should say.
I'm gonna go ahead and move right there to this spot and see what I can see forward.
I think the cave is up this
That's what this is where the cave is, right? Going where this river's going.
Yes. And since Shijor and Flint are over here, and Thorson is able to notice that on the east side of the stream flowing from the cave mouth, a small area in the briars has been hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. And you really don't notice too much except for an ogre.
Has he noticed us?
It has not noticed you. It's actually just bouncing around, just aimlessly looking for something inside the woods in this little clearing.
Should we leave him here, or should we maybe shank him?
IQ readies his bow and waits.
All right. You know what? Let's just. You said he hasn't noticed us.
He hasn't noticed you.
All right. Can I just kind of? Yeah. Can I just kind of sneak up behind him right here and put my scimitar between his ribs?
Go for it.
All right.
Oops, what did I do here? That is a hit. Now the goblin notices you. I mean, the ogre notices you.
Roll
Turn.
initiative.
Now all of you have surprise, so all of you can actually roll initiative, but I'm not rolling for the ogre. For one round, you all get to attack without interference.
Awesome.
Well, no, I am not distracted anymore.
Now you're ready to go. Whoa!
Nice.
Nice. Flint's pissed off about that arrow. Wants to take out his aggression.
I'm not sure what attack. I don't think there is enough room for all of us to surround the ogre, is it?
Yeah. Because the briarwoods are pretty thick, right? So. Well, shouldn't be too bad to take him out.
You got him cornered.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Who is this? Attacking me. Flint. It's a big, nasty, blue-looking ogre with a
He
great
doesn't
club.
he doesn't know we're there yet. Everybody here's getting a free attack on this son of a bitch.
Yep.
I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna do my attack.
I think it's Circle
It's-
first.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's Sergor first.
Yeah,
Yeah, Circle
then.
goes first.
I'm gonna go ahead, take my lance, and try and drive it straight into its back.
He's kind of facing us now, so good
He's
luck
facing
with that one.
I'm gonna drive it through his chest.
Since you're behind Thorson, let's see. Yeah,
You
you
might
can
want to
still.
move up. Well,
I'm gonna say you're. Yeah, you already rolled it too. That still hits. I was gonna say you had disadvantage and you moved up. Okay, you're good. It still hits anyway. And taking 15 damage. All right. So the ogre is just taking all these hits. You know, is very surprised. Big, wide, stupid eyes. What? Flint.
I'm not gonna be able to reach him to melee, am I? Or am I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Just melee him then.
Its attack radius is around you guys. I can show you in an aura. Five-foot square. Save changes. So that's its attack radius. And that's a hit. Move with damage. Just dishing it out.
Aiku cannot get close enough, so Aiku will. Oh, what the hell? Aiku will throw a dart.
Throw a dart, but it will be a disadvantage. It's passing through Sergor.
Doesn't matter.
Holy cow.
It does not matter, exactly. Nice rolls, guys.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is Aiku's turn.
Okay, you're up. Jarb.
I already did mine, so I don't know if you want me to do it again.
What'd you do?
Hand crossbow.
Oh, hand crossbow.
No, go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Same thing.
Okay.
No.
Wise. Very, very wise.
It's just Thorson doesn't let me see this. I mean, he's so small
I'm
compared to me, but he
I,
doesn't see me. The
Can
I'm
you?
ogre.
like 4 feet tall, and he's like 9 feet tall. I should not be blocking your view here. Aren't you 7 feet tall yourself? I mean, like you can literally like prop your crossbow on my head and use it as a aiming tripod.
It's just you move as I was doing that, so my shot just.
Job, did you? You can still move if you want. If you wanna move over in this area.
Uh,
Ugh.
Isn't
yeah,
that?
I'm gonna get close to this side.
Okay, 30 feet right there.
Oh, I didn't see that little
20.
space there. Oh,
Oh well.
If you
I mean,
wanted
that's
to.
okay. No, I punched a bear. I'm okay sitting out this one.
As after shooting, I draw my two short swords, one in each hand.
After shitting, huh?
Okay,
Yeah.
so that completes that round. Surprise round. Goblin's gonna be. The
Ogre.
ogre. It's gonna be added to the turn order. He's not too fast to react.
A 0.
Ah!
No, he's
Wait.
not fast at all.
What? What? You pulled a critical failure on initiative.
This
Wow.
poor ogre.
Actually tied to the ground by the goblins.
What?
You're up, Sirgor.
Sir Sigur. Finish him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stab him again.
We should still have advantage here because we got him surrounded, right?
Yep.
Oh god.
He's gotta be dead.
I'm gonna use my bonus action then.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That is it's 1d4 plus strength.
You got a hit too.
Hold on, I gotta. So how do I roll that on
You
here?
roll it. It's just a regular attack,
I get you.
but the damage is 1d4 plus your strength. You'll probably want to make a second attack on your character sheet for your
I'll just go ahead and do this
like
then.
your butt end attack and.
That hits. And how do you want to role play that?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. You want to kill him?
No, I'm not gonna kill him.
What are you gonna do? Like stab him and like bring the butt up of your spear up and nail him in the gonads?
Well,
Keel
the
him
stab
over like.
missed, and I'm just gonna smash him in the face with the end of my
Okay.
lance.
Sweet.
And it is done. The ogre falls to the ground, but it is still alive. Giving you plenty of time to bind him up if you so wish.
That might. Aiku immediately points to the rope and points to the ogre.
Guys, why are we keeping him alive?
That's
I'm worried that our rope might not be strong enough for.
you guys are too friendly to the enemy.
Aiku nods, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm all for keeping monsters alive if we got something to gain from them, but like we're about to leave this guy tied up outside the goblin lair that we're going to raid.
Yeah, we gotta come out of that goblin lair sometime.
All right, can I just shoot him in the back of the head then?
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
If you miss, though, we're all gonna make fun of you.
No, just call your kill a kill instead of a knockout, and let's move on.
Nah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
And you shot him. And deep within the cavern, or yeah, deep in the cavern, echoing out, you hear a lot of barking
Uh-oh.
simultaneously from multiple canine creatures.
Shit. All right.
IQ will move this way, and then move this way.
I think this would be the perfect spot to end tonight's session. What do you guys
To
think?
end tonight's session. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, sounds good to me then.
So we'll investigate this cave next time.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Well, like I said, I want to say is it's good to meet you all, and I can't wait to
Absolutely.
play with you all again.
Cool.
Looking forward
Can
to
we
it.
Yeah.
get a XP for this, or does that after
Yes.
a long rest?
Yes, I was just about to get to that.
Ah, cool.
And so, if you guys can hang on for like 2 minutes,
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get it all ready for you. And I'll ask a couple questions too, and then we'll let you guys go. Let's see. $160 experience points for everyone.
We
160.
160.
Awesome. Now, this was our first session. Is there anything that you all want to see next time, or anything you want to see
I
from
want
the
to see the
DM?
inside of the cave.
Or I would say advice for the GM, just so that the game is actually the way you all want to play it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say. I think you're doing an excellent job so far.
All right, cool. Thanks. You guys want more descriptions?
No, I think your descriptions are fine. I'm doing a good job here.
All right. Cool. How about the fights themselves? Do they seem too easy or just right?
Pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty.
Bear puncher over here.
Yeah, fights are-
We're fist fighting bears.
yeah.
I think
Monkeys-
notch up in the fights will be good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where
We'll
do
see
you put?
Sir Drew, that's funny. Go to characters female. All right.
Awesome.
Well do.
Searcher's gotta seduce the goblin queen. Is that what's gonna happen here?
Oh, please let me do that. Oh,
Where do you put XP at on this sheet? I've never played with this sheet.
It's on the first page of the sheet of the core page. Like up at the top next to your class and level, and next to passive perception. It's between level and passive perception. There's a field called XP.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, good. Fancy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Guys are all good. All right. Good night, and most definitely we're gonna try to keep this regular on Monday evenings, 7
Awesome.
p.m.
Great.
Awesome.
sounds good.
You know, the only potential complication is when this baby gets here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep going or not. We're gonna play it by ear, and I'm gonna hope I can.
Okay.
We'll just send somebody a message in Skype. You know,
Yeah,
if it
absolutely.
works out.
And we're definitely,
Oh,
try
I
to
will.
keep you in,
Awesome.
So, and what I do, just make this quick too, is what I usually do is like say if you're absent for a while and you communicate, and I know you probably will if you communicate with us in the forums, is you'll still earn XP
All right.
as like the fifth
Well, it's
member
not
of the
about it's
group.
not about it's not about the XP. It's about the having fun playing
That
D&D.
Yeah.
right,
Because
but the leveling side of things.
right. All right. Well, I'll stay in
So,
touch.
all right,
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
most
Thank you.
definitely.
Good night.
Good night.
Like I
Bye.
All right, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed Minds of Phandelver. This was the first session. It got kind of broken up in the beginning, but with the stream. But this went pretty good. I added some homebrew elements, especially with Gulong Gruffhide. I'm getting kind of tired, but it's been a long time since I DM'd. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.